Oh, hi there. I'm finally, after long last, I'm back to doing a video. Been taking some time off from doing videos, partly because of my cripplingly low self-esteem, thinking nobody cares what I do. Also because I got busy with doing a big project that I had mentioned in one of my last videos, eons ago, that I had this big thing I was working on, and I've been doing it, and that's been taking up a lot of my time. I suppose I should do a video about it because it's actually relevant to the channel and what I talk about on the channel. But in the meantime, I thought, hey, I'm going to actually take the plunge, do another video, whether or not anybody cares what I'm doing, because I just got a shipment from Buyee. Now, if you don't know what Buyee is, it's the most amazing thing if you collect like kaiju stuff, anything Japanese. It's a proxy buying service out of Japan. We're basically like, I mean, Japan doesn't care about the rest of the world and doesn't care about the markets and the rest of the world and that sort of thing. And so a lot of Japanese stores and services like Yahoo auctions and things like that, they don't ship internationally. If you're not in Japan, well, too bad for you. And then when that stuff does get out of Japan, ends up on like eBay or whatever, it ends up going for like a bajillion dollars because it finally got out of Japan. Well, Buyee is a proxy buying service where basically you go through them, and they have a number of different services from Japan, like Yahoo auctions and this thing called Mercari, and they also are partnered with a bunch of different stores, including the Godzilla store, the official Godzilla store. And you buy through them, they pay everything, gets shipped to their warehouse, and then they can consolidate the package and ship that overseas. And I'll talk a bit more about that experience at the end here. For now, though, I'm dying to get into this box and show you what I bought. So I bought things from 3 different sources, 2 of which were just independent sellers on Yahoo auctions and on Mercari, and the other one was the Godzilla store. And I bought so the 3 different sources, and then I paid for the package consolidation so that Buyee could just ship it in one big box. And let's see what we got. Well, I know what I bought. Let's see how it looks. So let's see. What's this thing gonna be? Pull this open, and it is it is a King Kong plush. So, thank you. It comes with a note that is fantastic. So let's see here. It says, it's got a little Chucky on it there. It says, "Thank you for purchasing. I hope there will be another opportunity like this." Well, probably. I'm not looking to spend a lot more money on Buyee right now, but I definitely will be in the future. So this this little Kong here is from SEGA, and I'll do a closer look at these things after I pull them out. But it's from SEGA. From what I can gather, is that this was basically like a claw machine, like an arcade collectible thingy, like the plush you get from a claw machine. There are at least 4 Kongs in this series. This one I got because it's the most one, because he's the one that's holding a skyscraper under his arm. But there's also another one where he's holding a palm tree, and one where he has like a ball and chain around his ankle, and another one with the manacles around his wrist. And they all come in different colors. So the one holding the palm tree, I think, is actually a white fur. But this is the most Kongy of the whole lot of them. So I started with this guy, and I didn't buy the rest of them in this shipment, but I probably will eventually try and get all of them. But yeah, so that's a little King Kong plush. We'll take a closer look at these things at the end after I've unboxed everything. So that's the first one. What we got here? Oh, we got this stuff. Yeah. Haha. I gotta save the rest of these for my wife though. All right. And then we have this box right here. So this probably looks like it's from the other person just selling their stuff. So one of the benefits of going through Buyee is that it's coming directly from Japan, so it's not filtered through what gets here. It's a lot of people, like here, if you buy it off like eBay .com or eBay.ca. People sort of know the value of it because they've probably bought it for an excessive amount of money from Japan anyways, brought it over here, and now want to make some profit off of that. So things can go for excessive amounts. Whereas in Japan, it's like somebody's just getting rid of their old stuff, and they don't know its value to people over here on this side of the Pacific Ocean. So you get things for like almost dirt cheap compared to eBay here, including this guy, the Raymundo Toys Mechanikong, which I got for about $100 less than what he goes for on eBay, which is like, yes, please, thank you. And this is beautiful. Oh my gosh, yeah, we're gonna do a closer look at this guy here as well. But yes, this is my first Mechanikong figure, which I've been wanting to get one of these for a while. I was looking at the Bandai movie monster series ones on Buyee. Those also are still going for quite a lot of money. But I managed to snatch up this Raymundo Toys Mechanikong, and he is gorgeous. All right, so we got talk about that later once I've unboxed everything else. So we'll put him down there, and then the last box, and this is the box from the Godzilla store. Ooh, yeah. So I guess the Godzilla store doesn't want to bother with international shipping and figuring all that stuff out. So they partnered with Buyee, so you can order stuff. They have a dedicated page on the Godzilla store site for things that they do ship through Buyee. So they don't ship everything that they have in the store, but they're getting more and more stuff up there. And what occasioned me actually buying from them is that they finally got the Bandai Monster movie series, or movie monsters, whatever, MMS, up on their Buyee page. So it's like, finally I can get these figures that I have been wanting for a long time. And the main one, the biggest deal, is this guy right here. Gorosaurus. I've been wanting a Gorosaurus forever because, again, the King Kong connection, right? So Mechanikong and Gorosaurus, both being from King Kong Escapes, which is my favorite King Kong movie after the 1933 ones. I say ones, plural, because I include Son of Kong because it's not really like a standalone movie. It's like a nice epilogue to the 1933, the original movie. But my favorite non-1933 King Kong movie is actually King Kong Escapes. And so I've wanted to get a Mechanikong and a Gorosaurus for a long time. The Playmates Gorosaurus never got up here to Canada, at least not where I live. Never saw him in Toys R Us or anything like that. In fact, I've been tempted to drive down to the United States, except for COVID. I've been tempted to drive down to the United States. It's about a 5-hour drive to the next to the closest U.S. city to me. Drive down there, go to the Tiki Bar that's down there, and pop into like the Target and the Walmart and stuff like that, and see if I can find the Playmates one. Didn't want to order him online, like get him off eBay, because I don't want to pay like eBay prices for a Playmates toy. But now it's not an issue because I got the Bandai movie monster series, whichever it is, movie monster series. Okay, there we go. Version of Gorosaurus. And ooh, I'm awfully tempted to take the tag off, even though I know that's like forbidden. But just for him to look at. But yeah, here he is. So here's Gorosaurus. So this is the one I've been wanting for a long time. Again, because I wanted a Gorosaurus for my Kong collection. So that's him. But I also got a couple other guys. Because I have become a total addict for Godziban. Oh my god, Godziban. Okay, if you don't know what Godziban is, it's a puppet show. It's on YouTube. On the English language official Godzilla Toho channel on YouTube, they have it with the English subtitles. It is one of the funniest shows I have ever seen. Like, anything. Like, it's up there with The Office and whatever. Yeah, it is hilarious. It is absolutely hilarious. And they made the main characters for the movie monster series. So this is Godzilla-kun. He is the oldest of the three Godzilla brothers, and the other ones being Little, who is the cute chibi version of course, Godzilla Jr. from the Heisei series, and you can probably guess the other one by now, Minilla, who is, of course, the baby Godzilla from the Showa series, and he is the dopey one of the three. But yeah, we're gonna take a closer look at this once I'm done with the box here. What else do we have in here? We've got a Godzilla Battle Line sticker they threw in there for me, which is nice because I actually just started playing that. I tried it when it first came out, and I'm like, I don't really care for it. I was playing Godzilla Defense Force over and over and over and over again. But I decided to try and pick it up again, see how it's doing. You know, they got like Evangelion in there and Shin Ultraman and stuff like that. So what the hey? And nice little Battle Line sticker there. That's pretty good. What else do we have here? We've got Toho Calendar 2003. So I have no idea who this is, but I don't mind. Yeah, I don't know. Toho Calendar 2023. Yeah, okay. Ocean adventure, human science fiction. Okay. I wonder if this is a pitch for me to buy one. Now on sale. Yes, this is a pitch for me to buy whoever this actress is in the Toho official Toho calendar. And then I got my bill of sale in there. All right. So now that we've got all this unboxed, let's take a closer look at what we got here. All right, so let's start with the one that everybody cares the least about, which is going to be this SEGA King Kong plush here. So it is officially King Kong. See right there, we got the King Kong, copyright Turner Entertainment, 1993. So this is a little bit on the older side. It's got the little tag there, so I can hang them up if I want to. There's the little building, and as I was saying, yeah, from what I can gather, from what I've been able to find online, these were basically like claw machine or like arcade prize plushies. There's a series of 4 of them, and this was my favorite one because the little building he's carrying under his arm, like he's going off to school, is sort of the clearest. Like, yes, he's a giant ape. He's King Kong. There's the actual SEGA made in China thing. So yeah, he's I mean, what you see is what you get. he's a cute little plush, kind of goofy looking, but that long snout is kind of a Japanese version of King Kong kind of thing. So it's, think like King Kong versus Godzilla or King Kong Escapes. It's got that very sort of long face sort of look to it. I think that's sort of just what Japanese people associate with primates. So yeah, anyways, there we go. So that's the SEGA King Kong little arcade prize plush guy. And like I said, I'm not in a hurry to buy anything from Buyee right away, because it does rack up. But when I do go hunting again on there, few extra bucks, and can justify going hunting on there again, I'll probably try and pick up more of these guys and try and get at least the 4 that I know exist for my Kong collection. So that's him. And then we have, I'll get him out of the way. Then we have the Raymond Toys Mechanikong. This is a gorgeous figure. Right proportions. Yeah, bend in the waist there. So he's got 3 points of articulation: the waist and the arms. That's fine. He's just going to stand on in my display case for my Kong collection, which I suppose should be in my next video, is doing a full Kong collection. We got there, made in China, Raymundo toy, 2010. So there you go. Yeah, this is Mechanikong 1, because he's got the grenades around his belt there. So when he was still trying to dig up the element X there before he got sort of taken out by the radiation, and they had to replace him with the real King Kong. So yeah, a nice just straight silver paint except for the eyes that you can see on there, which is nice. Actually, like a little bit more than the Bandai version, which has sort of like some splotches of blue spray paint to try and give them some kind of like sheen, I guess. And the proportions of the Bandai one are a little bit off, I think, for Mechanikong. But yeah, this is actually one of not just like a cool thing from King Kong for me. This is actually like one of my favorite Toho Showa era monsters. It's like Mothra, Godzilla, Dogora, Mechanikong, and like Hedorah would be my favorite ones, because yeah, he's just it's just a great design. And little fun fact as well on the Muppet Show, Dr. Bunsen Honeydew and Beaker, they have a gorilla detector device. Look this up on like YouTube. The gorilla detector, and it's Mechanikong's head is the gorilla detector. But yeah, this is a great figure, and I'm glad I was able to get one for, again, like $100 less than what he goes for on like American eBay. It doesn't stand that well though, so he's going to have to lean up against something in my collection to hold his ground there. And then we have, of course, the Bandai stuff direct from the Godzilla store. So here we go, twist in the tail, the legs and the arms, no twist in the head. That's fine. He's really just meant to stand like that. There is his tag as well, which I'm gonna be a good boy, and I'm gonna keep the tag on, even though part of me does want to take it off. But yeah, there's all the information, whatever all that stuff means. Little Godzilla tag there, PVC, saw final figure, yada yada yada, movie monster series. And like I already explained, I'm glad to finally get this guy. I've wanted a Gorosaurus to reflect that part of the Kong collection there, the King Kong Escapes. I did get the Mezco Destroy All Monsters 5 points XL set, which has a Gorosaurus in there, but again, that's not really part of my Kong collection. It's part of my Godzilla collection, which sounds like a weird distinction to make, but it is what it is. He's sized for those figures. And until they hear my brain waves and make a King Kong Escapes 5 points XL set, Mezco, wink wink, nudge nudge, please make that. Yeah, that Gorosaurus scales with the 5 point XL figures. This Gorosaurus scales actually quite, I'm glad that he scales with the Mechanikong. I was worried that he was going to be a lot larger, because I've seen other Bandai figures that are like quite larger, a great deal larger than this Gorosaurus is. So I'm glad that this Gorosaurus actually is small. I'm pleasantly surprised and glad that he scales nicely with Mechanikong there. And then we have the three Godzilla brothers from, oh jeez, I just dropped one of them. Hold on, let me grab them. First thing I do when I get them is damage them, right? Alright, there we go. So, the three Godzilla brothers, Godzilla-kun, Nilla, and Little. Put those two guys aside right now. We're going to look at Godzilla-kun here. Once again, okay, nothing in the tail, but he does have the legs and the arms to bend, and he is like an exact copy of the puppet that they use in Godziban. There he is in his Godziban form. This QR code, I gather, goes to special Godziban content, so if you want to scan that, there you go, knock yourselves out. Yeah, there, and again, the inside of the tag, there's more advertising for the show and all the different characters that they have on there, which is a fun mix of Godzilla characters from all across the Godzilla timeline, the franchise, the multiverse, whatever you want to call it. yeah, they don't have figures of the other characters yet. They just have figures of the three Godzilla brothers. So Manila here doesn't. He's got his tail moves, but his waist does not, and his arms move, and he is soft and squishy. Yeah, he's the dopey brother of the three. And then we have Little, who is very cute. Again, the arms, and he's got the tail as well. Not painted on the tail though. That's a little unfortunate, but whatever. He's gonna be looked at from this direction anyways. Looking at pretty adorable. And again, yeah, there he is, the actual puppet form. I didn't show there's the actual puppet for Manila. Yeah, there's the QR code again. Is that the same one as this one? Yeah, same one. So there's your chance to scan it again. Yeah, pretty cute. And I would love to see them make more of the Godziban characters. I am not at all committed to collecting all of the Bandai movie monster series. I don't want them. I don't have space for them. I am trying to keep my collection limited, right? So these guys I'm collecting because they go into my Kong collection. I'm getting what I'm getting for the Godzilla stuff primarily is the Mezco, again, 5-point XL figures, because they are fantastic figures and they just look great. They're a good small size for a collector, and I'm able to get them wholesale price, which helps, which has to do with the product I've been working on. So I'm not interested in collecting the full-size Bandai figures, but Godziban is such a great show. Oh my god, is Godziban a great show. It is so much fun. It is so silly. It is so irreverent. It also has some really sophisticated humor in it. Um, and the character designs are so cute. So when they put these up on the Godzilla store site, it's like, okay, I got to get these guys. And I would love for them to make more of the Godziban characters. I especially would love to get Grandpa Hedo. So Hedorah in Godziban is like this curmudgeon-y grandpa character, carries around a cane and has like the hat and everything. And he offers like these weird bits of like Buddhist advice. And then there's Erica, who is the beautiful anime girl version of Violante. She's great. And Kamata-kun, who is Shin, the second form of Shin Gojira, so he's that guy right there, who just basically shows up and looks really disgusting and gross, and it makes everybody's lives better. I want to get at least those three versions, like those characters. Hopefully these guys have been selling well enough that Bandai is considering making more of the characters, because I would make another Buyee purchase for them, absolutely. So there we go. This is my haul from Buyee to add to my Godzilla and to my King Kong collections. So there we go, and yeah, talk a bit about the Buyee experience, because if you are collecting monster toys, Godzilla stuff, things like that, you've probably heard of them already through their sponsorship of other channels, things like that. I mean, any service that can get stuff from Japan to across the Pacific to North America is great in my books. I mean, the prices are what they are. Right now, the Japanese yen compares very favorably to the Canadian dollar, so I actually came out a little bit on top as far as the pricing goes, which is a nice change of pace from trying to get things off of eBay. Plus, there were some Buyee coupons I was able to take advantage of because this was my first order. So I'm not sponsored by Buyee. I'm just talking about this purely as a consumer, having used the service now. Though if Buyee does want to sponsor me, great. You know, all my like 18 subscribers. But yeah, I actually used a coupon off of Monster Island Buddies. That's where I first heard about the service. And so I signed up using his coupon code, and I got 2,000 yen off, which is basically 20 bucks. And there was another coupon that I was able to get for another 1,000 yen, so about 10 bucks off. So altogether, the stuff that I bought, I got about $30 off of it. And yeah, they basically order through the website, through the Godzilla Store's dedicated page, and then through the Buyee website itself from Yahoo Shop, Yahoo Auctions, and Mercari. The stuff all got shipped to Buyee's warehouse, which is apparently in Osaka. And from there, if I had each item shipped individually, it would have been about $30 to $40 for each shipment. So about $40 for the stuff from the Godzilla store, because that was the largest packages, and then about $30 each for Mechanikong and the Kong plush. But luckily, Buyee offers a package consolidation service, so they basically put everything in the big box and ship that to you, and that itself costs about $10. But it did reduce the shipping down from what would have been about $100 down to about $60, and then plus the $10 for the package consolidation. So I did save a bit of money that way, and I think that's where the Buyee really comes in useful. If you're just buying one or two things, it'll be as excessive a shipping as ordering off a regular eBay is to bring things here to Canada, right? Like I've looked at, for example, the Playmates Gorosaurus. People were charging $20, $30, $40 Canadian for just the figure, and then another $25, $30 to $40 for shipping it, across the border, just here to Canada. So if you're just buying one or two things, it's not really worth it, I would say. But if you buy a lot of things, you can store them in the Buyee warehouse for free for 30 days. And then they start charging like per day to hold things in their warehouse. But that still gives you like 30 days to poke around the different sites that they're partnered with and find a few things that a few auctions wrap up, that sort of thing, and have that all shipped there, and then consolidate it into a nice big package for reduced shipping rate, and then have that sent on over. So yeah, like I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things here for a shipping rate that could always be lower, but I would consider that relatively reasonable compared to $30 a piece for these things. The process is fairly simple. There's a little bit of a learning curve in trying to figure out exactly how it works, and how the coupons work and things like that. But overall, it's not hard to use. And once you get that stuff figured out, it's not super hard to figure out. It's not hard to use, and it's a great service for getting a lot of stuff that is not going to get either to like US eBay or is not going to get there cheaply. And so that's the thing. It also helps to use the actual Japanese search terms, because a lot of, as you're reading through the site, a lot of it is like auto-translated from, like, thanks to Google for that. So it helps to use the Japanese terminology as well. So I actually copy-pasted Kingu in the katakana to put that into the search windows to look up the stuff, or Mechanikong, put that in there in the katakana to actually find the right stuff, because of course the Japanese sellers on Yahoo auctions aren't typing it out in English for us. Yeah, no, it was great. All together, I would say my package probably cost me about $200 for these items, and then with the coupons. So yeah, I'm not enthusiastic about jumping in right away and buying more. Consume. I want to hold off for a little bit, get another paycheck or two in, such as it is, and then try again, go back again. In the meantime, though, I am super happy with what I got, and these will be fantastic additions to my King Kong and Godzilla collections. So if you're not already on Buyee, give it a shot. You can also order from the Evangelion store, is on there, is one of their partners as well, and a whole bunch of other things. Just go to the Buyee.com, Buyee.com, or just Google Buyee, or go through like Monster Island Buddies, go through his link. get yourself a coupon then for doing that. And yeah, have at it if you're a monster collector. See what you can find, see what you get to order from the Godzilla store, stuff like that, so you don't have to like wait to go there. Oh, there's a few things that I did wait. I could have got the Bandai figure for the Godzilla ride at the Cebu Amusement Park, the new one that just opened in the last couple years. But it's like, no, I don't want to get that because that's a souvenir. I want to get that when I go there again. I did go to Japan in 2009 for about a week and a half. Oh no, almost 2 weeks. But that Godzilla ride didn't exist then, and the Godzilla store didn't exist then, and the Godzilla zipline thing in Hawaii Island did not exist then. So I'm looking to go back, and my wife has never been, so someday, hopefully, in the next 10 years, we'll, well, it sounds like a long time, hopefully in the next 10 years or so, we'll actually be able to afford to go over to Japan, and, you know, the after effects of COVID will have lightened up a bit, so flying won't be a traumatic experience, and all that sort of stuff. In the meantime, though, there is a way to actually get stuff from Japan now, which is fan-freaking-tastic. And yeah, as I get more stuff in, I'll probably do more of these videos. And in the meantime, I suppose I should do a King Kong collection survey, because I've also got a few other things for my Kong collection that I didn't do videos about. I've just been a little too busy, but hey, here we go. So see you whenever I get another video done. We'll see you again.